Hello and welcome back to On a Storyteller's Night. As always, I am Nathan, joined by my co-host Josh.
Hello.
So how have you been the past week?
Well, I've been quite chill, but also quite ill. No pun intended or rhyme there. It's just one of daily things I think that I caught, and same for you as well, as you'll mention in a moment. Other than being ill and whatnot, I'm experiencing Star Wars Battlefront 2 story because I only got halfway through. I haven't been able to play it since.
Yeah.
So now I'm playing it, I'm getting the full story and I'm enjoying it. But after that, I've already got some React videos ready to go up. Just waiting to sort everything out first, get everything finited and sorted out, personal wise and the YouTube account wise. And on top of that, going to be doing the police simulator after.
Oh, right, cool.
Police simulator after the Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign's done. And after that, it's just the inevitable month of waiting for Resident Evil.
Yes, I know, a little bit of a wait for that, isn't it? But it's looking interesting. It's looking very interesting. How was Lord of the Rings?
Mate, I cannot express how... I've got no words. I went in... I went to the cinema, not really excited, but as soon as my butt touched the seat, I was like a kid at a sweet shop. I couldn't stop moving. I was excited. All three films were just brilliant, and everyone that went, my sister, Ellie, myself, and my dad, we all decided to walk in and say, walk out of the Return of the King and then list our top moment in the theatre, in the cinema. And for me, it was between one of two. It was the entire Mines of Moria scene, the entirety of Mines of Moria, or the entirety of the Pelennor Fields, the Battle of the Pelennor Fields. Arog. We sat right underneath some speakers and we felt that roar. It felt amazing.
It's good, isn't it?
But in February, they're doing a reshoot of it, or rescreening, not reshoot. They're doing a rescreen, and I'm going to go by myself and do the marathon because they're doing the Hobbits as well. So I'm going to do Hobbit marathon one day, which would be a Friday or Saturday, and then the Lord of the Rings on Saturday or Sunday. 2 marathons during the weekend. I'm not upset.
I haven't done one of those for a while. I've done Star Trek movies one before. That was fun. Long time ago when I was in university. But yeah, it's nice that you finally got to see Lord of the Rings in the cinema, because obviously I saw it first time around. So
yeah,
I got to experience it. We didn't know what it was going to be like. That was a hell of an experience seeing it the first time in the cinema rather than on DVD. So yeah, that was quite good.
Yeah, how's your week been?
Well, as you said, I was ill yesterday, which was crap, to be honest.
I was ill on Monday.
Yeah, no, you will Monday. I was a little bit iffy Monday morning, and then I woke up like 2 o'clock yesterday morning, just sick as anything, absolutely awful sick. So I spent most of the day yesterday just in bed and chilling. So it was like, felt like a wasted day. Then when I got up, and it's like I would have finished work by now. I was like, a wasted day, but got to recover. Only other than that, just been doing my React channel, which has been going surprisingly well. I'm up to 270 subs.
Yep.
15,000 total views, 784 watch hours so far.
Nice.
That is like, and I've been doing shorts as well, and all the shorts are getting close to like 2K views. So yeah, shorts are working quite well as well. So I'm getting lots and lots of people commenting on the one, like the most popular video I've got on there has got, it's just gone absolutely insane. It's currently got 7,267 views, 178 comments, and 969 likes. That is just like
nuts.
What the hell? It's nuts. So I'm enjoying that. So I'm currently doing 2 videos a week on that channel, and then 1 day a week on my normal YouTube channel, and then the podcast, and then a live stream. So it's just like,
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and do obviously Monday to Friday for the gaming. Streaming goes up whenever the day after a Twitch stream, and the reacts I'm gonna do Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, I'm doing a Tuesday and a Thursday because I want to not do too many in a row to give people a chance to watch it and catch up with it, because I think sometimes gaming's different because it's sequential.
Yeah.
But with something like reacts and so on, I think it's sometimes better to do less is more, because otherwise you'll get a video go up. Next, say if you've got another video going up, YouTube is going to show that one more than the previous one. So you're going to kill your views on the previous one. If you have them too close, is something to be aware of. So it's slightly different with gaming. You can get away with more frequently. But I think with other types of content,
I've noticed some of my older views, other older videos in Resident Evil Zero. I got like 200 views out of nowhere today, because I was checking before coming on, and all of those 200 extra views from today have all come from the Resident Evil playlist. So
yeah, it can be quite good like that. But yeah, that's just one thing to kind of be aware of, that's sometimes a good way to give a couple of days break so people get a chance to watch it, because it's more of a kind of dipping and watching whenever, whereas a game is you want to watch it before the next part. So it's like, so I'm treating it slightly different. So I'm doing it a Tuesday, I'm doing one type of react, and Thursday I'm doing different. So it's slightly different audience potentially. There'll be a crossover, but it's essentially like two different types of music. So, you know, for people only interested in the one type, they'll only see the one a week. If they're interested in both, they'll see two, rather than trying to do too many in kind of one go. So that's something I think it's working at the moment for me anyway. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to do shorts then that'll kind of advertise each of those videos, and they'll have a link to that. So release the video a little bit later, have a short come out, or a day later, to try and kind of keep momentum going. Because the amount of like ridiculous stuff. So looking at the analytics, so I'm getting like an impression click-through rate on my latest one that was released yesterday of 19% click-through rate, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's really good. On the popular video, I gotta say this is just so it's down to a 4.8 impression click-through rate, which isn't bad still, but it's got 116,000 impressions. That's why I've got 7.3 views from that. Yeah, 116,000 impressions, 4.8 click-through. It did start about 10%. It's been kind of slowly going down as it's reaching sort of more and more people that may not be as interested as the initial kind of ones. But yeah, it's all interesting stuff. I like the analytics and figuring out what's going on and all that. It's good fun. But yeah, I'm still doing obviously gaming. So I've got Hogwarts I'm doing, and I started Quarantine Zone because that's been fully released. And I finally fixed the issues because it kept crashing every 2 minutes. So that's fixed. I'm doing that as well. So yeah, it's just almost and upwards, isn't it? So anyway, let's get on with the episode. So it's not going to be anything too in depth, more of a kind of chat about stuff. If you want to show anything off and share screen, you can. You don't have to. It's one of those we'll just kind of discuss things and see where it goes. So the topic is the most overrated inventions. So this is things that are supposed to be like, oh, the next big thing and everyone's talking about it, and then it's just absolute piece of crap and nobody cares about it anymore. First example I'll put forward is the selfie stick. Because a few years ago, they were so big. It's like, you need one of these. You can hold it out and you can take pictures. I've got multiple. But it was always, oh, yes, you can do selfies. You can record videos. You don't need them with modern technology. Modern phones and cameras are so good, and wide-angle lenses and everything else. You don't need them. And they were supposed to be such a big thing, and they had electronic ones and expanding ones with remote controls on, and built-in like tripods, so many different things. I know, because I've got several of those sort of things, but you know, they can hold cameras, hold phones, and so many different things. But who uses them now? Nobody.
I mean, I used to own a few selfie sticks in my before becoming a teenager, and I immediately stopped using them because my phone just kept falling out. Of the whole, it wasn't.
That's not good.
Worthy. Well, I wouldn't say worthy, but it wasn't like set in stone that your phone will always be safe. Like a whole meter away from you. So yeah, I can agree, because they went 2-3 years of seeing them everywhere. And
the trouble is as well, and you've always got your arm sticking out with the pole, and you always see it. The exception to that is like the 360 camera, where it deletes the stick for you automatically, so you can't see it. That's the only one that actually people still use, because you get the 360 view and you can't ever see the stick. So that's the only time I think the selfie stick is used these days. Other than that, nobody bothers with it at all. So yeah, it's a little bit of a A weird one that was everywhere. People must have made a fortune on those, and now suddenly, who cares?
No, I agree with that. Selfie stick's a good one to start off with because my next one is the Google glasses. If you remember those.
Google Glass. Yeah, I wanted one. I couldn't get
So did
one.
I.
They were invite only.
No, you could only do two things with them, is what people found out. All of this advertisements, like you connect your contacts. Every time you blink, you're typing. No, it's touch for camera, touch for zoom. Touch for taking a photo with the camera, touch for zoom. It wasn't.
But the new ones, like the new Meta glasses that are coming soon, that has the little built-in like screen you can do. Oh my god, I've got the normal Meta like Ray-Bans that has the built-in camera where you can take video, and the headphones on it are crazy because nobody else can hear it, only you. They're weird but really, really cool, and they're Ray-Bans, so you can't say no to that. But the new ones with the screen, so you can use it for navigation and everything else, is going to be like, oh my god, those are going to be epic. But Apple are talking about doing a pair, and Samsung are doing them. So the augmented reality glasses will be like everywhere soon again. So we'll see what that turns into, because people don't want things like the Apple Vision Pro was, one, stupidly expensive. Two, it was a massive thing to have on your face. And they wanted you to walk around the streets wearing this damn thing with the weird virtual eyes on it that just look creepy. Weird choice. I don't know, but people just want normal glasses. They don't want something huge that looks like it. They want something that looks normal. That was the trouble with Google Glass. You could tell what it was instantly and be like, that person's watching me. They're filming me. So although with like the Meta Ray-Bans, it's got a little blinking light and that sort of thing, so you can tell if it's been using it for recording and so on. It's still, you don't want that kind of in your face. You're used to people like carrying phones and recording things and cameras. It's weird when it's on their face because it's like, are they trying to hide it? So yeah, it's a weird one, but it is leading to other things. So it's interesting. Just like with the selfie stick, we're saying the 360 camera has integrated that and removed it, so you use it, but you don't see it anymore. Which is one of the biggest
don't get me
problems.
wrong, I still occasionally see the odd selfie stick around, but it's for older phones. I see people with older phones using the selfie stick, which is fine. I'm not complaining. If you've got an older phone and you want to take photos where you get a bunch of people in, selfie stick fine. But the like you've mentioned, the newer phones, newer technology, you can just press like a 0 times 0.1 and you get
nice wide one.
Behind you.
Exactly. Wide angle is so much better. And with phones like the one I've obviously got the Flip. Being able to use the front camera instead of the selfie camera is a game changer as well, because the selfie cameras are notoriously bad. But having a proper front camera, the good quality one, makes all the difference.
Yeah,
much different. So next one is actually kind of 2 in 1, because it's two things that are kind of the same in different ways. It's the Segway and the hoverboard.
I was just about to choose that. I was like, all right, opinion. Segway and hoverboard are two different things.
They are, but
they're not at the same time. I do know that.
They are kind of the same thing in a different format. Because
are we talking about the Back to the Future hoverboard, or
no? Because that doesn't exist. That's the thing, isn't it? It doesn't exist. As much as people try and like cheat it and go, "Oh, look, this is real." No, it's not. It's not real. You couldn't have it. It's just impossible. But yeah, the whole Segway thing was such a good idea, and you see it on like movies like Paul Blart Mall Cop. He's got it and he's going around. It's like, oh, that'd be cool, but how useful are they really? They're supposed to be like transport of the future for inner cities. And now what we have?
They're simple scooters.
Electric scooters, which you aren't allowed to use in this country anyway.
No.
So what's the point?
But they're mass producing them still. I 100% agree with that one. Useless. I never understood the hype behind them. They're dangerous as well. I saw a huge accident in North Wales occur because of a stupid group of kids running around. Well, I say running around, but they were segwaying about.
Segways are better than the hoverboards, because at least you've got like a big thing to hold on to.
Yeah, I meant
the hoverboard thing.
Two wheels, constantly doing this, doing that, moving your body.
But we can also say the one wheel, which has never really been a big thing in this country. It's big in America.
They're big in America and France.
But here,
Mm.
not at all. But then in America, if you look at like Casey Neistat and people like that, the electric skateboard is also big. You don't really see them here at all.
No, because the UK is a widely known country for the skateboarders, free runners, and all the sorts. But no, the hoverboards that I never liked them, and I never will.
No, they're just ridiculous. How easy it is to be in an accident with those things is ridiculous. It is just, oh, and then you get adapters for them, turn them into scooters, into like go-karts and all the other stuff you can do with them, and you just think, oh my god, it's just, it's such bad idea. It really is.
My next choice, I'm not sure if you'll understand what I'm talking about, but my sister used to own one of these, and they're a banana holder.
Oh, the little
case shaped like
shaped like a banana.
Stops bruising? No, it doesn't. Doesn't stop the bruising. Does it stop it from going moldy? The skin does that.
Yeah, it just stops it from getting too squished in your bag. All it is. But the only trouble is bananas aren't always exactly the same shape or length. So you've got to what you have to do, like bend it to a different shape to get it to fit in. It's like
I haven't seen a banana case or banana holder for the best part of 10 years. Being 21 now, I generally think the last time I saw one was around 10 years
I've seen them advertised on like various places, but I've not seen anybody use them. I've never seen anybody use them. I've seen them places.
Yeah. No, I just don't see the point behind them. Yes, I used to see people rack out just a awkward looking smile, just an awkward smirk out of their suitcase, out of their lunchbox, and I'm there like, I already know what's in that, and I'm not understanding why you've spent the money to get that.
Yeah. Oh, it's just, I don't know. They're trying to solve a problem that isn't really there. Because if you're taking a lunchbox, chances are you can fit the banana in the lunchbox
in there anyway. Yeah, it's like you're just taking up more room because it's more bulky and it's longer than a banana.
Yeah,
it's like you're taking way much more room, because in that lunchbox you could have a yogurt and spoon instead of that extra space being taken up.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's a weird one. There's a lot of things like that they create for a reason, and they kind of become popular, then nothing else, which I guess this whole list is about. One that I think definitely has to go on the list is fidget spinners. Why? They were so big. Jack collected them when he was little. Yeah, we've got hundreds. I've got loads on the shelf back there. I've got limited edition ones. I also see he had loads of them. It's like every time we went out, got him a new fidget spinner. It's like, do you even see or hear them anymore?
I see them only online. I don't see them in person anymore. It's because the fidget spinners, in my opinion, have been replaced by the little rubber pads that you can push in and out, like the bubbles, like bubble wrap, but it's just multicolored pads. I see them a lot more than I've ever seen.
And fidget pens and the little boxes and the cards and coins, and there's all different variations of fidget stuff rather than a spinner.
My dad's got a fidget dice.
Yeah.
A fidget dice. How? It's just a cube about that big, and you can throw it. It's made, and it's just got a bunch of different type of dice on each side.
Yeah, there's some things like you can get like little metal cards, and all it does is like open and close and open and close. There's a lot of things that only do one thing. You sit there and just do that, open, close, open, close, open, close, and just annoy everybody around you by making so much noise all the time. So it seems to be. I've got like fidget pens and things like that I bought for Jack because he likes like little fidget things, and they're just like all different buttons and twisty things. It's like I don't sit there and fidget with things like that too much. And fidget rings that they spin in different ways and all this. Just anything, they just put fidget in front of it. But there were so many, wasn't there? Like Harry Potter ones and Star Wars ones and Captain America's shield and all the other stuff. There were so many. I remember there were like you go into Cardiff and there were shops with just nothing but fidget spinners.
Oh mate, every corner shop in North Wales, because obviously corner shops are is a lot more current up there. it was just because now it's vapes and all of these different coloured things, and instead of that, it was just multi-colours of just fidget spinners upon fidget spinners upon fidget spinners. Fairs, you could do a lucky grab. Whatever you pull out of that bucket, you keep £1 per hand in the fidget spinner bucket. It's like, sure, but no,
crazy, isn't it?
I own 2, and I used them about 4 times, 2 a pair. I never understood them. It's like,
yeah, they're a weird thing. So I've got a few on the shelf. I think I've got a Batman one somewhere. I've got God, it's like ridiculous ones like this thing. It comes in a case, for God's sake. It's like, but this thing is like crazy. It's like makes no noise.
Just so like the heavy air being pushed around.
Yeah, it is so like crazy, but you can feel like as you turn it, like how much centrifugal force and everything has got as it turns. They're quite interesting from a kind of physics perspective, but it's almost like who decided to come up with it? And then you get all the different bearings for it, and the more expensive ones are better bearings. That's like quite an expensive one, I think. I can't remember right by. But I had a few from like the geek boxes I used to do like unboxings for. I got a load from that. I've got a Tony Hawk's limited edition. That's a skateboard. Fidget spinner. So I got all sorts of ridiculous stuff like that. Yeah, it's one of those fads in it that disappeared and will probably come back at some point.
What if it comes back? I don't think it'll be for long.
No, probably not.
Excuse me. So my next one is the butter stick. If you remember that.
The butter stick.
The butter stick. I'm gonna share my screen because I remember this. I do remember seeing these about. I will say no more. I would say no more. But
that's not, for some reason, that's not. Oh, there we go.
But yeah, the butter stick.
Yeah, a Pritt stick, but butter.
Butter.
But then in America, they've got ones like that because they have actual sticks of butter, don't they? So they have like containers like that. You can put it in, or one where you press it and it just like it's a little sliver of butter off, so you don't have to defrost it and all that sort of thing. It's just oh god,
it's just every time I saw it about in schools or just anywhere really, it was literally just one piece of bread and a Pritt stick. No way you're going to put glue on your bread. No, butter. And
but it would get all like if you're using it with toast, the end is going to get all little bits of toast on it
and get moldy and whatnot. No, exactly. It's not
the only thing like that I agree with is when I saw online that a kid had got a chapstick, emptied out the chapstick, cleaned it out, and filled it with cheese for a snack in school. You won't get much cheese, but I love that idea.
That's a very interesting idea. That
imagine you can just get it and just like push it down in the cheese. It'll just like cut it like perfectly into the circle. Then you just put a lid on it and like twist it up whenever you want a piece of cheese. Like what the hell? Oh, genius things. Some people are just genius, aren't they? It's mad. All right, the next one is kind of a broad one that covers lots of different things. So we may need to talk about a few different things. So it's overcomplicated smart appliances. Do you need a smart toaster that does one slice at a time? Have you ever seen it?
No, and I don't think I want to.
The best toaster in the world. I've seen a few like YouTubers have tested it, and it literally does one slice of toast. Has about 1 million settings, but it's supposed to make the best toast in the world. But it only does one slice, and it's like it goes inside the machine. So you open the machine up and close it, and it's inside, and it toasts.
So it's not a toaster; it's a toasty.
No. It's a toaster. It doesn't touch.
No, I know what you're on about. I know
the same way, but
I know
it's like a mixture of the two.
Yeah. Why get that if I can just spend 20 to 30 quid?
And it costs like couple of hundreds because it makes the toast perfect. Apparently, it doesn't dry it out because it uses steam as well, so it's nice and
Now, I'd rather spend 20
Why?
to 30 quid at a shop for a cheap toaster, and instead of you using one slice of bread, I use two.
Or like me, you have a 4 slice because you're a pig.
No comment.
You know, what can I say? 4 slice. 4 crumpets at once. 2's not enough. You want
No,
4 and you want them
4.
all to be hot, don't you?
Hell,
Loads of butter.
2 crumpets, one piece of toast, and a bagel slice. Why not?
Or, well, you've got to do 2. Obviously, like, my toaster has a bagel setting as well, so it only toasts the inside, not the outside. You don't want the outside of the bagel toast, only the inside.
Inside.
So that's why I got a bagel setting, and it's got a defrost setting and a reheat setting, because, you know, but that wasn't expensive. It's not like it's a smart one. It's just got a couple of buttons on it, which is really good for like bagels and stuff. You can't follow that. Being able to just toast one side, or doing burger buns. You only want the inside toasted, not the outside.
Not the outside.
Perfect for that. It's just so nice to have that, and it's warmed. Oh, it's better than putting it on a griddle or something like you always see them doing, like TV for the burger buns, rather than doing that. Just putting it in the toaster, so much easier. But you look at the different things, like look at the smart fridges now.
Those I don't mind. Those I don't
to a
mind.
degree, because there's certain ones they have and then you never see again. At the moment, the big one is the one you can tap it and the light comes on, you can see what's inside.
I was just about to mention that. I like those ones.
Is that any better than just open it and seeing what's in there? Like, is it?
Yeah, but when you put it like that, it clearly shows the biggest flaw of that invention. But
yeah,
tapping your screen, and because some of them you see the temperature on the screen as you tap it, you can put actual digital labels over each racket and each tray and each side door. You can put stuff like that, but the ones that just tap and you can see the inside, that's what I would just do.
Tap, wait, or
you're saving 2 seconds of your life.
It's like
the door.
The ones they advertise, I've not seen much about them before, where it had like a big tablet on the outside and a webcam inside, and it would keep an eye on the things in there and tell you when you need to order more, and you could order it through the screen. Those seem to have disappeared. They advertised them a while back, quite a few years ago, and I don't hear much about those now. And that was taking it to the extreme where it would know what's in your fridge and all the sell-by dates. And you can ask it, like, make me a recipe of everything that's going off in the next 2 days, and it'll put together. It's like really useful, but I can't imagine that ever being a thing. You know what I mean? It seems a bit weird. But talking about fridges, you know what always makes me think of is that whole thing when people say, no, when you go to a fridge, you just open up, you're not really looking for anything, you just open up and close it and go away again. That's you saving your game. We're in on a simulation. And that's what that is. It's saving your game. Just open in the fridge, close in the fridge, save game. You know, it's like doing the typewriter in it in Resident Evil.
Just going to close my open and close my fridge before I fight William Birkin. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit weird, isn't it? But you can get, I said,
damn it, I'm down a green herb.
But there's like smart kettles. Smart kettles, I understand more.
I do.
Because
I like
some
those.
things do require a more precise temperature.
Temperature, yes.
If you're really anal about things,
talk about.
Temperature is quite good on kettles. And like if it's got a gooseneck, it's great for doing like pour over coffee. So that I understand, but it's not delving too much into smart territory.
No.
And obviously then you get Ninja, which has smart bloody everything, smart coffee machine, where it's quite good. Obviously, I've got this coffee machine there, does espresso and everything else. You have to do it manually. The whole point of that is I quite enjoy the process, you know, having to measure out the beans and do all that and tamp it and do everything else. The Ninja one does all that side of it. So, what's the point? And it'll actually see how it does. So, whereas I need to, like, I've got, weighing scales, got a timer so I can see how long it takes, how much liquid comes through, so then I can adjust it for the next shot to try and get like the perfect cup of espresso, which is a whole nother rabbit hole you can go down. But the Ninja does all that for you. And then it'll go, oh, I think next time we should do it like this. And it changes and does all that kind of side for you. So if it's doing it all, why not just have an all bean to cup machine where it's all integrated inside? Because all you're doing, you put in the portafilter in there, pressing the button, it filters to the right level and times it. You take it out and put it into the next bit and press a button and it does it all, and it even froths the milk. So all you're doing is moving from there to there, just so there's less mess, like in a normal bean to cup machine. Because it's all internal, there's a lot of cleaning to do, maintenance, because there's be like wet coffee grounds. But that's the only thing that's different, really. It's a bit I don't know. Are they trying to make it too easy for people? And is it really needed? I don't know. That's my concern with a lot of the smart stuff.
See, when it comes to like the smart appliances, in my opinion, the most useless one is the smart sink. I just prefer hot and cold. I do not want to be slightly going to the different angle on hot and different cold for a different word. The oh my god, my mind's gone blank. What the thing that the water shoots out of the sink?
The tap.
Why have I? Why?
I'm thinking, what complicated word are you thinking of? Tap.
Tap.
Or faucet, if you're in America.
Faucet, yeah. Now, some of these sinks, you just slightly move the hot and cold to a specific angle, and it just comes out in different shapes, like it does on a hose, sprinkler, rain, or jet.
Which it's quite good for like if you're rinsing off things in the sink and you can actually move it. That's fine.
This is the thing; those ones make sense because you've got hot and cold, and then you've got a switch which goes to the actual handheld, and then you've got the normal tap. Those are fine, but there's ones that I've seen in other houses that you just slightly move the hot and cold to opposite angles or precise angles, and it completely changes the entire way the water comes out. It either comes out like quick droplets, like a jet.
But then there's
you can't move it.
There's taps then that take that to the extreme, and it's got built-in filter, so it'll do like boiling water, actually boiling water, ice cold filtered water, and fizzy water, all out of the kitchen tap.
That's not. That's disgusting.
And oh no, they've got another one where you can put a coffee pod in it, and you press another button, and it'll do a coffee instead of hot water or cold water. Or I kid you not.
That's disgusting.
There are coffee pod taps.
Please don't tell me you'll ever go that low for a coffee.
No.
There you go.
I like coffee like that. I've got a pod machine, but that's just for like when I'm in a rush and for people that have it with milk, because that's just wrong.
No, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. You can actually put an actual coffee pod in the tap.
The human mind is one of the weirdest and yet powerful things, I tell you.
It's weird, but then you look going down the drinks way. Have you seen like the barista different ones? Like you can get the cocktail machine. Have you seen that? Where it's got pods for different types of cocktails.
Yes.
And you've got all the different like containers for all the different alcohol.
Yes, I do know what you're talking about. I've seen that here in Bath in the main cocktail store. They have
just like
4 machines that are built like modified into one big machine that have different pods, and they just flick a switch and the pod drops. They close it themselves, press a button, and they just shake the ice like normal, let the pod do its job, and then put the the ice into the shaker, and they don't even shake, they just put it out.
Yeah, it's just
it's no point.
It's crazy.
Just a martini, shaken and stirred. Simple.
Yeah, there's so many things like that. It's just, is it then going too far with all of that kind of thing? Is it taking something away from actually creating it yourself and putting the ingredients in and measuring it out? You can get like the smart coasters as well for cocktails, where you set what cocktail you want, and it's got a weighing scales built in, and you pour a drink and it'll go like green and red to tell you when to stop pouring that and go on to the next ingredient. It's just like, can't you just measure it yourself? Do you need something that tells you? It's like,
it's just people getting lazy, and it's more of the fact that people want more technology. I don't.
Yeah. To a certain degree, a certain amount.
Yeah, certain amount.
I like a lot, because every room in my house has a Google Home. Every room, well, apart from the bathroom, because obviously there's no plugs in the bathroom. Every other room has. My office has got one, the bedroom's got one, the hallway's got one, the kitchen's got one, the living room's got one, and Jack's bedroom's got one. So I've got, and we have living room. So I got them everywhere. But what I did have as well, I had a little device that I could plug into the wall socket that I could turn on and off via like Wi-Fi. So I could connect that to the Google Home and tell it to turn this plug on, turn the plug off. So what I used to do was have an older coffee machine that just had an on and off switch. I was just a percolator machine. Plug that into that, set it all up, put the water in, put the ground coffee, turn it on, but the plug would be off. And then I tell Google to make me a coffee, and it would just turn the plug on and turn the coffee machine on. fairly basic, but that was quite nice. First thing in the morning, just say, Google, make me a cup of coffee, and it would turn the coffee machine on. Then after a while, I tell it to turn it off. That was a nice way to do it, quite simply, without having to do too much kind of messing around and getting all the different smart ones. Because obviously, you can get smart coffee machines that have Alexa and Google built in, which becomes just a bit. It comes to the point. There's too much then integrated. It's like having a combined washing machine and tumble dryer, or back in the day having a TV with a DVD in it. Yeah, but if one of those things breaks down, you've now lost two things. Is that what you really want? You know what I mean? No, it comes to the point. There's too many things integrated.
2 steps forward, 1 step back every single time.
Yeah, you say, "Oh, I've got this washing machine and it's also a tumble dryer. Oh, the tumble dryer bit's broken. I've now lost my washing machine as well." Well, why? What's the point? Just oh my god, just winds me up. Really does. Absolutely stupid. Do you have another one?
Ooh, not off the top of my head, but
I'm just thinking of some other ones now.
Oh no, there is one. Have you heard about 5 to 6 years ago that one of the massive car brands were testing out plastic aerodynamic tires?
Okay.
And they immediately stopped it. And the reason why is because it just wasn't performing well with the car. It made it too bouncy, even with the worst suspension, the best suspension. It was too stiff at times, and then whenever you go over a bump, it was too bumpy or too bouncy. But they went, I don't remember for the life of me what car brand or company it was, but they did a whole year of selling their cars with these plastic aerodynamic tires. And all of this crap about, we tested it against normal rubber tires, all the thick and thin, different shapes and sizes, colors. We're better. It's just performance so much better. Rubber tires is still on most cars, even electric cars.
Yeah, because it works.
It works.
So, you know,
why change something that's already perfect or working? There's like this damn toaster you're on about. Why change it to one slice and make it almost like a goddamn MacBook if there's just a toaster that can do 2 to 4 fucking slices? It's throwing you right off.
But then talking about like electric cars and so on, what do you think about the self-driving cars? And the self-driving delivery vehicles that like China and places have now.
See, the thing that I like about these self-driving vehicles is these little Roomba bots that drive with your parcels inside of them. All of these, because I've seen them in some places in Bristol and Bath, you just see like a little box on 4 wheels going about its own business. Like, he's off to the coffee shop, he is. But then you've got these electric proper cars driving themselves. Risky, dangerous, not worth it. It's more of a it's more dangerous than the human error in driving, in my opinion.
Currently, yes, but I think it would be a good thing if it was a reliable technology, because the amount of idiots on the road and people that still drink drive and all of that, being able to eliminate that and eliminate all the morons that think they can drive and can't, and people that don't pay attention, people that have to speed for no reason and just zoom around other people and brake sharply in front of people and all the other nonsense that people do because people are idiots. I'd love to be able to get rid of that. You know, I like cars. I also hate cars. If I didn't have to have a car, I wouldn't have a car. I've gone through years without one.
I just think the whole transition into electric cars, yes, some of these electric cars sound absolutely brilliant, but then we go from normal cars like diesel and leaded and muscle and all that to electric cars to self-driving cars. Some cars out there have no steering wheel whatsoever. You just tap a screen, off you trot. You've got 5 seats of the damn thing. I don't trust that for a second.
No.
Yes, these prime sensors, they can see the cars in front of them.
But behind can them. They though? You've seen the
exactly.
tests,
it's all
like with the Tesla, and it just couldn't see things because they're relying on cameras instead of like IR or any kind of radar. They just put cameras. It was a little bit foggy and it was just running everything over because it just couldn't see through the fog, and it just went, oh, it's clear, and just like plowing through like fake people and stuff like that. You can't just rely on one thing. You have to
No.
have multiple fail safes. You look at things like Demolition Man. They had
Yes.
self-driving cars, but they had a manual mode that could be used, if need be. And that security foam was a brilliant idea. Love that. We won't talk about the seashells, but the security foam inside the car, when you crashed and it just filled up the car and protected you, was brilliant. But look, there's so much in a lot of movies around that era. Look at
Knight Rider, perfect example.
Knight Rider. Knight Rider was brilliant, yeah. Or Total Recall. Remember the Johnny Cabs?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the Johnny Cab went mental.
That's the shout.
Yeah, but remember when it wouldn't pay and Johnny Cab was going mental and chasing him down and blowing up and everything else? It was like, oh my god. That's what you could expect from some of the future carnivores. It just goes, oh, it's worrying. But there's so many robots and stuff they're developing.
Of which,
scary.
With these useless inventions, I want your opinion, because we've mentioned it in a few past episodes on this podcast. But what's your opinion on this whole facade of the virtual reality AI actress? She's invented. She was invented. She was coded. She has a physical body inside a code, and in my opinion, that's one of the worst inventions in the history of human mankind, because you're purposely removing actors and actresses with an AI.
The thing is, I can't imagine us being at a point at the moment where an AI could perform as well as
an actor or
an actual actor. There's no way. It's the emotion, it's the experience. Because you look at movies, any movie you want to look at, it's not always, the actor doesn't always, or actress, doesn't always just say the lines.
No.
They'll sometimes change
they feel it.
And there's so much improvisation happening in a lot of movies. Look at Ghostbusters. Pretty much everything that Bill Murray said in that was just him making it up on the spot because he wanted to and he could. And that happens in so many movies.
I mean, the whole in Wolf of Wall Street, all right. Matthew Marnay, he did all of that off script. He just cracked on.
But you look at Harry Potter, and there's loads of moments. The kids came up with stuff, and I just think, oh my god.
I mean, when Draco Malfoy gets his hand pierced by the staff of Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah.
We know the story by now that they both realized that this is meant to be right, but they just cracked on with it. That's method. That's a method acting. Yeah. That's just going on with your brain, not with what you know to the script.
With Dobby gets the sock and Lucius Malfoy has to go to Harry Potter. The actor, what's his name? Isaac. I can't remember his name. What's his name?
What, the actor
for Lucius Malfoy. Jason Isaacs.
Yes, Jason Isaacs. Yes.
He improvised a line, and he thought, because he's a well-known actor, he's been acting for a while. He improvised a line, and Daniel Radcliffe just said one back, just completely off the fly, and completely stole the scene. He was like, "Oh shit!"
But you can't get that with AI.
No,
actors and actresses. All this new actress AI, it's just.
Exactly. It'll be what is written on the page, but what's written on the page isn't necessarily what works in the movie. And the whole reason we have actors and why actors are paid so well and why we've got some amazing actors, they're not just saying lines, it's their interpretation of that character. They become that character and they interpret those lines in that situation. And it may change as the movie goes on and, and how they react to other people. And there'll be subtle differences. And you can't do that with AI. How are you going to program an AI to react like that and change on the fly and alter what they're doing because somebody said something in a certain way? It's like, oh, we like that. Let's go down that path instead. You can't do that. It's just not going to work. It's only right for if they're doing step by step. This is what it is. But then that's not the same as a movie.
Which is why I'm interested on where the film industry and the sports entertainment industry are going at the moment, because they're using the mixture of what they've got and who they have with AI. WWE are doing it. They're doing all of these script writing and all of these titantrons with AI, but then they're relying on their physical sources to make it better, and they get the limelight, but they know the AI helped build the foundation of a storyline or a character arc. AI built the foundation, WWE built it from the foundation up. Same with the world of film and TV shows at the moment. They're using AI for a lot of scenes. They're using AI for
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things used AI a lot, but they still got the physical presence.
That's the thing.
Personality.
AI should be a tool to help you get somewhere quicker. Get to result quicker, get your ideas on paper quicker, so then you can amend and do something. It's there as a tool to assist you.
Yes.
But it's not there to replace things.
No.
Not at this point, anyway. But Games Workshop as well. They've said they are not going to be using AI to generate like new models or anything else. They are relying on people.
It's just a couple years ago. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I saw this little invention on television, the television program, or teleshopping. That's what it is, teleshopping. Of like you smash the top of it, and it just constantly smashes up through veg. You know what I'm all about. That is a prime example of a invention that succeeded, because that's getting mass produced. Ring is getting mass produced, and then you look at today's standards with everyone and everything and every new company relying heavily on artificial intelligence and relying on not themselves anymore. They're relying on other people. They outsource too much as well.
It's always to try and make it cheaper and quicker and everything else, and it's just.
How do you think all these big entrepreneurs, Facebook, where did that come from? A hardworking person. Instagram, YouTube, hell, even comic book writers, they work from the ground up. They don't take shortcuts. But today's standards is, I want to make an invention, but I'm going to go this way instead of the proper way. And that just brings out a dull product, and that dull product.
But then saying that, a lot, like you're talking about the banana holder, which is a very specific one-use item. You think of other things like in the kitchen, like an avocado slicer.
Very specific one-use item.
Why? Egg separators. You can't just like tip one into the other and separate the eggs. You need a little gadget to that. It's like how many things you need in the kitchen that only do one thing instead of one thing that does multiple things.
Like that smasher. Well, I just explained. You can throw
slap chop.
Slap chop. That's what it is.
We all remember Jacksepticeye on about the slap chop. Oh, I can't remember the name of the guy. I remember the guy that did it. Oh God.
Slap.
I've actually got a slap chop downstairs in the cupboard. Well, it's a rip-off one, but yeah, I do have one. Quite sad. I can't remember his name. That guy was mental, wasn't he?
You're telling me about it. Vince Offer. Vince Shlomi Offer is his name.
Vince. Oh.
No, but that's a perfect example. Just if you want to make a quick like mixture for a spag bol, for a pepper, garlic, onion, a slice of tomato.
Pepper and a spag bol? What?
But not like
what?
Red pepper, green pepper, yellow pepper.
But not in a spag bol.
Oh, come on. Spag bol. Bolognese with peppers is quite nice.
See, the trouble is I make traditional ones. I don't do that. No, I do like proper traditional. It's like having a carbonara that has cream in it. Does my head in. It's not right. Not right.
You made me want a carbonara.
I love making traditional carbonara, but I like making my own pasta for it as well because, I'm a dork like that. I love carbonara. Carbonara is good when it's proper, not cream and shit in it. Very few ingredients.
You just want cheese. Just cheese and spaghetti and carbonara.
Well, carbonara is just, Grand Charlie, if you can get it, which is part of like the pig cheek, so that is really fatty, and pecorino cheese. And that's really it. An egg,
or a little bit of herb if you want. Simple.
No, you don't put herb in it.
Oh, of course you do.
No, you don't need
I
to.
put a
Black
basil
pepper.
leaf
That's it. Black pepper.
I would be cheeky and put basil on top, like a leaf or two.
On my carbonara. See, look, I go traditional. That's because I like things like that, like the way it was supposed to be. Like in bolognese, I always do it like, you have the carrot and the celery you cook down first, then you add the other ingredients and the tomato and everything else to do that. It's absolutely lovely. Oh, but people put all sorts of stuff and gravy granules in it, and there's so many different ways people do it that it's no longer the same thing. It's similar and nice, but it's not quite the same thing. And sometimes it's nice going back to the original.
We're going hungry.
Always hungry.
But
it's like you look at some of there's some technology that I think should have done better as well. So we've gone through a lot that are really pointless and crap, but there's ones that failed that I actually like 3D TVs. I've still got one. I think they're brilliant.
My dad has one. 3D TVs are brilliant.
I've got like loads of movies on the shelf there. I've got pretty much every Marvel movie in 3D, and some Star Wars, obviously the new ones, some Harry Potter, Hobbit, got that in 3D. So there are some that are good, but the trouble is, the movie companies didn't buy in properly. Some movies were designed to be in 3D, and you can't watch them unless they're in 3D. Some movies translate well to 3D, and some movies they just couldn't be asked and just released it in 3D, and it's pointless, which is sad. I've got like Predator in 3D. That's really good. Like the original Predator in 3D is a really good experience. But Tron Legacy, or whatever it's called, the second Tron movie, which was a bit pants, you'd think, oh, that's going to be amazing in 3D. Nope. They did almost no 3D.
See, I think 3D is dying out recently as well. I remember
you don't see it anymore, hardly ever. So frustrating.
No, the time I see it advertised is when I'm going through the app. It's like, oh, do you want to watch this in normal or do you want to watch this in 3D? That's the only time I see 3D mentioned.
Yeah, and it's not very often. It's not all movies, and sometimes it's movies you want to watch in 3D. And it's just not every Marvel movie used to be in 3D.
I watched Avengers Infinity War in 3D. One of the best cinema experiences I've ever had. It was brilliant.
Like 4D is quite good in the cinema. If you've ever done one of those, you get the 3D screen, but then you got the seats move, and you have all various like wind effects and fog and everything else as well. And that can be really good because all the seats move around. But it's once again, some of the cinemas, they don't maintain it properly, and they can't be asked to do it properly. So I went to go and see It 2 when that came out. Like, saw that in 4D. And that was kind of cool in places. But some of it just didn't work. Because like you're supposed to get, because they've got like these little scent sprays. So it'll spray a certain like smell in certain parts of the film. You think, oh, that like really good. It gets you into the movie a little bit more immersion. Not really good when you're watching it and you go into the sewers and it sprays Febreze at you.
Oh, that rat dropping smells lovely.
But it's like, say, somebody gets a head cut off and it sprays blood. It'll spray water at you. And stuff like that. And if it's like really windy, they've got like these big like fans at the ceiling that'll just blow. And sometimes it's brilliant, and there's more lights and stuff, and twinkly lights and different lights. When I watched Gremlins, they released that in 4D, and that was so good. You know the bit with the eggs, like with the cocoons,
yes.
And there's all the fog. Well, they had a fog machine as well in the cinema, so like the whole cinema was covered in like this mist when you see it on screen, and it's just like and all in 3D as well. Oh, that worked really, really well. And it would be great to see something like that, or something with a lot of car chases, because the seats move like a roller coaster, up and down, and left and right, and tilt, and all of that. That'd be great for that. Some things really good. Sometimes the trailers were better than the movie you were going to see. But again, there's not many of those around. Top Gun would have been brilliant in 4D.
Oh, we need to make a petition.
Oh, it would have been so good, but you just don't get it. I said, in cinemas didn't buy in properly. They just half-arse it. Like in this country, why don't we have good popcorn buckets? We don't have any of them over here. You look at the ones they have in America.
Yeah, we have tins that you can buy for 10 quid.
Yeah.
A tin. Whilst Americans, when Naming Romulus came out, they got a Xeno head. I want that. I want a Xenomorph.
And the canister.
Yeah.
That has that face hugger in it before the liquid and the lights. It's like, oh my God, I'd love that.
It's just like, well, why doesn't the UK get this? Because we're boring.
Nosferatu came out, they had a coffin. Deadpool versus Wolverine, and you've got like their heads, and you have to put the. Yeah, it was weird. Although Dune, I think, was the weirdest one. I'm not sure about that.
Let's not talk about that because we know what.
But you could combine that with the alien head because it fit in it perfectly. That's just weird. People do weird things, but we can only get them on eBay for like 100 quid or whatever, and it's just awful. Even Iron Lung has got a popcorn bucket in America now.
Yeah, I have saw, and parts of the UK that I really dislike, and that's one of them.
Yeah,
that is one of them. Anyway, we're going off topic again.
Going off topic, but then that's one of those things, disposable crap that we buy for like. I know you go somewhere and buy it, and then most people just then dispose of them, or it's just like they get it. It's like, oh, that's really cool. Get rid of it. It's like this competition stuff they do in America. I think it's Chick-fil-A. They've got you buy these cups, the big like 20-ounce bloody drink cups or whatever.
That's a heart attack in a cup, that is.
But they've got them, so you buy it sealed up because there's a certain number of gold ones that give you like freebies and stuff. And I saw this video of this guy. He must have bought about 20 of them. He sat in his car, opened them up, hoping he could get one of them. And he's just saying, why? The amount of money you've wasted on something that he's just going to dump? Like, why do they do that?
Then again, you've got Charlie and Chocolate Factory. That's a classic pick right there. Buying God knows how many cups to find the golden one. And Charlie and Chocolate Factory with the prime there. But you spend your money on chocolate. Look for a gold ticket and happy days. There's
always something like that, which is just, it just frustrates me that people then waste loads of money. Like, oh yeah, I might win. No, you won't. You're not going to win. You've got to go into it thinking, I'm not going to win, but I was going to waste the money on something else. I'll put the money on that instead.
Most of the people that win these golden ticket and golden eggs or whatever don't usually win it through it. They end up getting put in a prize pot. And if your name gets picked, you win. Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't get picked, discard. Absolutely gone.
It's just nonsense, isn't it? It is nonsense. But anyway, we should probably wrap it up there because we keep going off topic and we just kind of it was more of a chatty one in it. Yeah. But I thought with a kind of chatty one and just kind of chat shit, I think it's sometimes good. But anyway, if you want to find you on the internet, where can they find you these days?
You can find me on YouTube at The Welsh Assassin or Twitch, The Welsh Assassin 998.
And if you want to find me, you can find me on Twitch as Nukami or on YouTube as Wasn't My Fault or WMF Reacts is my other channel. So thanks a lot for joining us and join us again soon. Till later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.